K-3 reading package is a kit that contains literacy learning materials that are flexible because they can be used in the classroom for remediation, intervention, and even for homeschooling. Children can also use them independently depending on their profile as readers. Step 1. Start with an assessment. The kit includes an easy-to-administer tool that is leveled starting from letter recognition, moving to words, phrases, sentences, and eventually paragraphs. However, if you have already conducted a pre-assessment prescribed by your school or the center, you may use your existing data to guide your instruction. Step 2. The use of the alphabet flashcards. The kit includes 2 sets of alphabet flashcards. The first set have lined cards that allow the teacher to easily show how the letters are formed or written. She can just slide her fingers through the lines and curves of these letters in the sequence that they are supposed to be written. At the back of those cards are pictures showing objects that start with a target letter. The other set of flashcards contain letters in their uppercase and lowercase but are not lined for presentation purposes. At the back of these cards are lowercase letters that can be used by the teacher in blending or phoneme manipulation. Step 3. The activity sheets. There are 2 activity sheets in the kit. The first one is focused on letters, their sounds, and their placement in words. The second book covers CVC words, reading of phrases, sentences, and practice for high-frequency words. The sheets made use of large, readable fonts catering to the age of our learners. Minimal colors are also used so that they can focus on blending and making sense of the letters that they have learned. Step 4. The high-frequency word cards. You can begin using the high-frequency word flashcards. Often, we hear them as sight word cards. Here, in this set, we will only present the very basic high-frequency words that the teachers can use to teach the way that the learners can read and spell them. Step 5. The use of the vocabulary cards. The kit includes vocabulary cards, mostly pictures with nouns and action words found in the comprehension stories that come with the kit. It is easy to integrate the other figures of speech such as adjectives, pronouns, adverbs with the given pictures. For example, there is a word here that is shed. At the back of the card is the picture of a shed. This picture can be a springboard for other concepts like rain, umbrella, or rainy day safety measures. You can expand the lesson to include other components or targets that you wish to do so. Step 6. Develop fluency and comprehension using the Strategic Reader Set. This set comes with 4 books from Kinder, Grade 1, Grade 2, and Grade 3. However, these levels are not boxed into these ages. Each book in the Strategic Reader Set has 40 stories. The teachers can also use these stories as a springboard to other purposes that may serve her. She may just look at the table of contents, and this will guide her in selecting the appropriate text that she will use for other subjects or other topics that she wishes to teach the children. How do you make use of the kit for remediation? If you want to emphasize on alphabet knowledge, then you can make use of the flashcards first and then go to the activity sheets for mastery. If you are in need of vocabulary enrichment, then you may use the vocabulary cards so that the learners can engage in oral language exercises or grammar-related drills. For fluency, you may use the Strategic Reader Set. For comprehension and writing, you can still use the activities in the Strategic Reader Set so that you can help the learners hone their skills without the burden of reading very long stories. How can you use the kit for intervention? As you know, intervention requires more detailed instruction. As soon as you have gathered enough information about the profile of your individual learner, you may start choosing the part of the kit that would suit your needs. If your child requires alphabet knowledge practice, you definitely need to use the flashcards. If there's a need to address word reading skills, then you may use the set of flashcards that will allow the learners to blend sounds to form words. If you need exercises on comprehension, both listening and reading, then you may refer to the strategic reader set to give them enough exercises. How do you use the kit for homeschooling? As a homeschooling parent, you can make use of the inventory tool that comes with the kit so that you can come up with a specific level of your child's literacy needs. As soon as you know where to start, you can already follow the steps similar to what they use for remediation and intervention. However, should you need additional texts for mastery or for connection, such as text to self, text to text, or text to world, then you can easily choose a title from the 160 titles that are present in the strategic reader set.
I think when we think about the problems of literacy, we need to think about it in a very developmental way. Where does it begin? And even where to catch it even before it begins in our young learners. I'd like to say good day to the teachers who will use the package. I'd like to applaud you because you have taken on a challenge of strategically and systematically helping our readers. It's not just an academic problem because literacy, it is a social activity. It's a set of abilities that empower you to find your identity, to enable you to advocate for yourself, for you to be able to find the information that is useful to you at this point in your life. It allows you to connect with people. So when you are deprived of it, when you do not have enough ability and proficiency to use it meaningfully, you are deprived of so many things in your life.
Together, let's help all the challenge readers become skilled readers as a way to help our nation.